Hello and welcome to my channel Glen. My name's Glenn. This is my cryptocurrency channel. Just trying to vlog what I learn on a day-to-day basis and topics that I like to talk about, really. I don't have a certain release schedule. I'm sorry. I probably should be more professional and do that. But being a working dad with 5 kids, sometimes that's a bit harder to actually plan in advance. So you'll just have to deal with me coming and going as I please for now. But thank you for joining this video. Thanks for joining this channel. Don't forget, if you're new to this channel, click the subscribe button if you want to see more content from me. I do these live videos, but I also try and throw in a sort of edited, more pre-recorded show, normally about the top 100 cryptocurrencies at the moment. And obviously these live streams, so I can interact with you guys and the fans. You can also join me over at the Telegram group chat, which is this chat that you'll see just above my head. I tried to include that because there's people in there that are not necessarily on the YouTube videos as we go live. So trying to get as many people as I can involved. Also, you can just join over to the live chat right now, just like Negated 909 did. And he says, "Hey guys, thanks for joining, mate. It's always nice to see the usual Team Glen jumping in on the live stream." So what are we going to be talking about today? Well, to start things off, I wanted to discuss about the Facebook ad ban. So this happened a little while back, that Facebook were going to stop those annoying little ads coming up for ICOs and Bitcoin related topics. A lot of them tend to be scams that try and lure you in some way into setting up an account or donating money or investing money, and they'll promise to triple or quadruple your money within a set period. So a lot of them were scams. So I understand why Facebook did it, and to be honest, I completely agreed with them. But it seems, as BBL just joined, says, "Sup gents, thanks for joining BBL. It's always good to have you in the chat." It seems that Facebook couldn't even stop them anyway. So before they've even done a U-turn, it seems that BBL's in both conversations, multitasking. There's no stopping this guy. It seems that the ICOs and the cryptocurrency advertisements, all they were doing, it's really simple actually. When they were publishing their adverts on Facebook, they were just misspelling stuff. So you can see here in one recent ad, the O in Bitcoin was replaced with a 0. And the capital I's were replaced with lowercase l's. This tactic was noticed by French entrepreneur Mathieu Chaussy on Twitter, who said that he was surprised by the band's lack of sophistication. So this was a link that you can see here. Must read. Don't invest in Bitcoin before you read this, because obviously they want you to go to their page and they want you to invest with them rather than buying Bitcoin direct. PJ joins in as well. He says, "What did I miss?" I got my willy out. That was a thing. You're going to have to re-watch this video once it's uploaded to see that. So yeah, that's what's been going on obviously for the last few weeks to a few months. You can see here this one was posted on the 3rd of February 2018. Obviously we're currently in the end of July. No, June. I'm getting ahead of myself. And now Facebook have actually come out and said they want to reverse cryptocurrency bans, but maintains a ban on ICOs, which I can understand. This is a bit more grey now. So I agreed with what they were doing in the first place, but this seems a bit odd to me. So they're basically saying you can't invest in ICOs, or they're going to stop advertisement for ICOs, which, to be fair, as a lot of us know now that have been in the space for a little while, you got to remember, some people reading these ads on Facebook, they don't know anything about cryptocurrency, so they just know, oh, Bitcoin, that went up, didn't it, at some point, now it went back down again, and you only need a flashy thumbnail and something to say, this is the new Bitcoin of 2018, and people are going to want to jump in on it. So I understand what what they're trying to do, but I don't see how this is how this is. Surely they should only accept advertisements from reputable companies or existing projects. I don't get what they're trying to do here. I don't see how you can distinguish. I mean, that advert we saw just a second ago, from what I can understand, that's not an ICO. That's some company saying, before you buy some Bitcoin, come through to us. Nothing to do with an ICO, as far as I'm aware. So I don't see, if they can't even block them at the minute anyway, how they're going to distinguish which advertisers to choose, which ones to not. Apparently this ban started in January of this year, so it's been going for about 6 months, but they've been getting around it just by using misspelling, which is, it sounds like the most simplest thing, when obviously we've had all this news about Facebook having such complicated algorithms to determine, you know, what type of person I am, who I would vote for in an election, what topics I want to see. They've got all that information, but yet if you just misspell the word Bitcoin, you can get past all their bots. PJ says, LOL, Facebook losing so much money. They will allow ICOs again shortly. Yeah, I mean, I think they should allow ICOs, but they should, I mean, I don't know how they can monitor this. I mean, YouTube obviously had this, I don't know if you guys remember, obviously getting off topic from cryptocurrency. YouTube had a massive thing where sort of terrorists were publishing videos, depending on what type of videos you were searching. If you met that criteria, there was sort of conditioning advertisements, you know, trying to get people to join the war in Syria and stuff like that. Obviously, YouTube got a lot of slack from that. A load of advertisers pulled out, and YouTube had no adverts for a little while. They think they had one advert that just continuously played all the time. It was some old guy saying, "Those fat commission takers." I can't remember what it was for now. But yeah, they had pretty much no advertising, which means any YouTuber received zero ad revenue and stuff like that. Obviously, I wasn't approved by YouTube at that point, so it didn't really affect me as much, but I know bigger YouTubers were complaining about it at the time. So YouTube sort of already gone through this, and now they've gone through like a manual process. Like even my channel, it had to be reviewed by a human who actually watched my content to make sure that I'm not trying to promote anything violent or you know, terrorist activities. So a human's gone, right, yeah, his channel's okay to be monetized, so now I can receive advertisement on my adverts. As you may have noticed, if you've watched my videos recently, you might have seen adverts popping up. But anyway, obviously now Facebook's going through that. Now I can't see why. That to me is clearly a scam. Like it's clearly going to mislead someone in some way. It just looks, it looks scammy. You can normally tell. They've got an emoji in the title. The picture's not a very high resolution image. There's misspellings going on everywhere. It's got big capitals saying "must read." So I don't know. To me, that looks scammy. I don't see why Facebook can't. It'd be good, I think, if we in the space we had like some genuine advertisement. I think advertisement for ICOs and cryptocurrencies is a good thing. I mean, it's an opportunity to invest in a blockchain or a type of technology that the world's never seen before. You know, again, I was looking in how to get involved in stocks and shares earlier on today, actually, and you need to set up like a broker account and stuff like that. Whereas it just seems so much easier to get involved in cryptocurrency. Now, obviously choosing the right cryptocurrency or ICO to invest in, that's the tricky bit, because there's so many scams, as I found out. Obviously, I followed the route of envying. Obviously, it's come back to bite me now. My channel's suffering for it. Literally every day I post a video now. Instead of my subscribers going up, it's going down. Every time I post a video, I seem to lose 1 or 2 subscribers. So I assume that's to do with envying and probably hash flare. So even me, who done tons and honestly, I lost sleep over the amount of research that I did before investing into anything, and yet still, obviously, I got caught out. So, but there you go. You know, it is a tough space. Maybe this will be better once the and I've always said this from the beginning. Once cryptocurrency is more regulated, once there's rules in place and people can actually go to prison if they do something wrong and steal people's money, once that's in place and we start to lose all these scams and there's less of them about, and the projects that actually arise from the regulations actually come out smelling of roses, and advertisement for those, I think, is a really good thing, because all you hear about is Bitcoin. And you can see in this post here, you know, before you buy Bitcoin. So they're already sort of suggesting that you're going to buy Bitcoin anyway. You may have had no intention of buying Bitcoin. You would read that and go, I ain't buying Bitcoin. Oh, but I better though, because that's saying before I invest, I better read this. So all you hear about is Bitcoin. So it's very hard, obviously, for the other projects to get a look in until someone's gone down the Bitcoin rabbit hole and start looking, oh, what's cryptocurrency? What's blockchain? What's this? What's that? What's that? And then they start learning about other projects. So, yeah, I mean, seeing adverts for like Ripple or, you know, Litecoin, just that really any of the sort of, I would say, projects that are actually trying to do something, not just trying to pump and dump. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that advertisement for cryptocurrency is a good thing, a bad thing? Do you think there's more regulations needed in the space? Should we be more picky about what adverts are shown? I mean, to me, I would like to think that all my years on the internet, I can sort of pick up when I see things, whether they're sort of scammy or misleading. Normally, the perfect thing is going down to the bottom of these pages and there's loads of random articles, and you always see one that says something along the lines of, do you want to earn £50,000 a year sitting at home? Those sort of ads. You know, you can just tell straight up that they're all just scams. But I don't know, some people obviously may fall for it and obviously lose money out. So I think someone trying to protect those people is a good thing. But what do you guys think? We have got BBL. He says they know cryptos are the future and they don't want to burn any bridges. Well, that's the thing as well. Facebook to say like, no, we're not receiving, you know, we're not going to accept your money for advertising. Obviously, they're losing money themselves by saying that, because obviously we all know that there's lots of ICOs, lots of scams that will pay a lot of money because they know they're going to eventually run off with people's money, that will pay. So fair play to Facebook to actually saying, no, you don't look legit, so we're not going to sort of help you promote that. So that's fair enough. But yeah, but which ones are the future? We don't know, do we? A lot of them are scams. BBL said, soaring heads off with button knives. BJ says, Twitter is the future. I think Facebook is becoming MySpace. Interesting. I like Facebook I have a Facebook account for my personal use, and I try not to accept any people that aren't close friends or family on there. So even the job I do, I get quite close with parents, and they send me friend requests, and I've told all of them I don't accept you on Facebook, just because to me that's that boundary of like, I want to share with just my friends and family. If you want to see what I'm up to, you can follow me on Instagram or Twitter. And then obviously doing these cryptocurrency videos, Telegram's perfect for me because I'm literally chatting to 163 of my team Glen all at once, all the time. So I think Telegram's awesome. But if you just want to view people's photos and videos, then yeah, you've got obviously Instagram for that really. But yeah, I would say in the cryptocurrency space, forgetting social, I think Twitter's taken the lead there, haven't they? Literally every cryptocurrency expert, technical analyst, CEO, cryptographer, all have an opinion on Twitter. Like, you can literally scroll down and you can have literally read someone's view on, say, something like, Ripple's really good. Ripple's got this, this, and this, and this. You earn 10 times more money with Ripple, blah, blah, blah. And then you go a bit further down and someone will post a thing saying, yeah, you earn more money with Ripple, but wait till it dips and, and all this. And you're like, oh, yeah, it's a good point, actually. So, you know, it's got a lot of opinions on Twitter, and you can take them in bite-sized chunks of information. I think Twitter's really good, actually. I get a lot of my news and stuff from Twitter. Like, even this article, this one here, was actually a link from Twitter. And I even thought, oh, how can I find that link I was reading earlier, that article? And I just came to Twitter and scrolled down and I found it. I think Twitter's awesome, especially this Twitter account that I created, this glen. I decided to only sort of follow people that either follow me or are in the cryptocurrency space. So the only news I get on this Twitter feed is all cryptocurrency all the time. I actually have another Twitter account which I use for more personal things that I for entertainment. Like, I follow loads of Formula 1 stuff on there, cars and stuff like that, and I get that sort of fix from that Twitter feed. But this is my cryptocurrency one, the one that I normally check sort of every day, and just read what everyone's views are on topics. BBL said, did you see the info on Roger Ver and wanting the Bitcoin hack? No, I don't know what you mean there, BBL. Enlighten me. Fryer says, Facebook is full of scam ads and get rich fast scams anyway. That is true, actually. Obviously, they're painting cryptocurrency in a bad light. How many ads do you see? Nothing to do with crypto, just saying, do you want to earn money from home? Do you want to give up work? You know, to be honest, I think anything you search now, it's going to come up with scam. This worried me the other day. This is not cryptocurrency related. I bought a hot tub off eBay, right? eBay. The bidding ended and it said, congratulations, you have won the hot tub. Amazon literally sent me an email, I would say 20 minutes, half an hour after that auction ended. Things that you might be interested in based on your recent buying activity. And it came up with all accessories for the hot tub. And I thought, what? So eBay must have sold that data to Amazon to say what I've bought or what I've won in an auction. And they're trying to obviously get their foot through the door and say, make sure you buy the accessories from us. I thought, fucking hell. It was, the speed of it was ridiculous. I don't know if it was just a coincidence. Amazon might come out and say, we have no affiliate with eBay at all. It might have just been Google that I searched for hot tubs at some point, and it just so happened they sent me, Amazon sent me a link just exactly after I won this thing on a Father's Day Sunday night, and then half hour later, and they were trying to sell me accessories for it. I find that very convenient, but yeah, that was just saying that made me think about it the other day, how much obviously they're monitoring what we do, even from one website to another. Fryer says, I was at a DTM race last weekend. You should visit in Brands Hatch in August. So much better than F1. Yeah, I like any racing, to be honest. I actually really love go-karting. I went go-karting loads in Tenerife. And honestly, the adrenaline, it's awesome. I love it. Use Brave browser and that shit won't happen. Yeah, I've heard a lot of things about Brave. Not got round to using it. I haven't actually used it at all. But I would like to. I might have to download it and give it a try. So what news do you guys want to talk about? Fryer, PJ, Negated, BBL? What sort of other topics do you want me to cover? Or should we call it a night? Oh, someone in the Telegram group chat, I think his name was Reki, he said about, oh, it's nice to see you actually posting, like, oh, here it is. he said, "Oh, your videos are too long. It's nice to see that you don't do an hour-long video." I said, "Oh no, I still do the hour-long videos. They're still there. Don't worry." But BBL had my back, and he said, he said that he wants more Bitglen, more. Jeez, I don't know if I could do more. With the I enjoy doing the type of videos actually, where they're sort of shorter, condensed videos. Ones where I sort of edit them and obviously try and delete all the boring bits out and the gaps, and then try and put in images and stuff like that. The one that I was really proud of actually just recently, it was either Stella or Cardano, one of them. I thought the video was, I don't
Did
know,
you know that there are $36 billion
I
out
really
there
like
ready
that,
to
and
be shared?
it was only like
Yeah.
15-minute long.
Hey guys, thanks for clicking on this video.
17.
Cardano is a decentralized
I was
public.
quite happy with that. Now that's a 17-minute long video, and that took me about, I'm gonna say, 4 hours. So yeah, it's hard because I want to do more of them, but that means if I had just done YouTube videos for a living, then yeah, I would be busting out one a day of these and doing a live stream at night. But I don't. I literally earn no money from doing any of these videos. Although my channel is monetized yet, I think it takes a month to kick in. So you know, but I don't have enough views to sort of earn anything anyway. I think my predicted income for this month is like $7, which is about a fiver. So, you know, not big things, not making big splashes in the crypto world. I'm a bit gutted actually. My channel was growing really fast, and I follow some other YouTubers who sort of started at the same time as me, and our growth sort of went at the same time. You know, like I hit a 500, and I'm not picking on anyone in particular, but their channel was sort of similar to mine, and I'm not going to name who they are because it makes it sound like I'm putting them down, but their subscriber base was about the same, and we were both growing really fast. Obviously, Bitcoin was going up in price, so everyone wanted to get in on Bitcoin, I suppose. And his has well excelled mine now. Mine's literally come to a stop. My subscriber base hit 1,170, 1,165, something like that. Let's go to my channel, and it's just stopped. It never went up from that, and now it's down to 1,155. So I've lost 10 subscribers. I think overall I've lost about 15, and then a couple people more have joined. So I believe that is due to envying and hash flare, in my opinions. Maybe I shouldn't have done videos about them, or you know, but then I suppose that gained me fast amount of views and subscribers in the first place. Some of the videos I posted about envying, which is why I knew envying was so popular. Every time I did a video with envying, it would get well over 1,000 views. But if I don't mention envying, I'll be lucky if I get 100. So obviously there's a demand there for people to hear about envying. Russell joins us finally. He says, "Hi Glenn." Hello Goat. BBL says, "Okay, I'm back." Internet went out. PJ says, "Proud of you that you sold your EOS." I actually, so that's something I should talk about. Let me post it in here. I actually had a big sell-off of my portfolio, really. Converted it all back into Bitcoin. Bear with me a second, just so I can... This is quite handy because I can show you things quite quickly from my phone. So this is my portfolio now. So that's it. That's all I own. I've got Bitcoin, whereas I didn't have any Bitcoin before. This isn't taking into account the Bitcoin I've got with hash flare. So I've got another 0.029 something, I think, of... no, I don't think it's that high. But I've got about another... I would assume that's worth about $100 at the moment. Another $100 of Bitcoin. I kept the Binance coins just in case I wanted to exchange anything. You get a discounted rate for having Binance coin, so I've just kept the two there. Ethereum, I had about $40 worth in my Ether wallet, and I think someone sent me a $5's worth of Ethereum or $10's worth of Ethereum. So yeah, that bumped me up as well. Ethos. Actually, I can't remember if I've still got Ethos. I think I sold Ethos. So really, I need to get rid of that. I converted it back to Bitcoin. The only ones I haven't got rid of is Bitcoin Private and these Signal tokens. I was going to wait until the percentage of how much they've gained traction wise against Bitcoin was at its highest. So then obviously I'm accumulating, because remember, I'm not really too fussed about this. I don't really care about this. I care more about this, how much Bitcoin I've got. Now obviously when I started this journey, if I was to have bought well, the prices of Bitcoin were as they are now actually. So if I'd put all my money into Bitcoin, I probably would have had 0.2 of a Bitcoin. So I'm a bit behind really. So all my ventures, all the things that I've lost and gained have led me to a point where I've actually got a bit less Bitcoin than I would have done if I just bought Bitcoin in the first place. But not too far off, but yeah, it has set me back. So anyway, that's the only reason I haven't got rid of Signal or Bitcoin Private, not because I particularly believe in the projects or anything. The only big exchange that accepts both of them are HitBTC. And HitBTC, I have the same issue with my Google Authenticator. I didn't realise, I don't really use HitBTC. I don't like their fees. So I went on there today, and you need the Google Authenticator. And I emailed them and said, I've had a new phone. They said they wanted proof of ID. They wanted an explanation why I've lost my Google Authenticator app. And then they also wanted recent transaction history, like a brief overview of what I've done recently. So I said on there, the only thing I've used HitBTC for was to exchange Envian. So I said, oh, I exchanged about 2,500 Envian tokens for Bitcoin, and I've transferred them out. And they said, this is not good enough. We want full detail of. So I was like, I'm going to have to take a screenshot of where that Bitcoin went, I suppose, but I haven't got a clue, to be honest. So I might have to use a fucking shit site or just keep hold of them. I don't know what to do with that at the minute. Oh, there's a few comments now. Negated says, no need to be scared of EOS, PJ. Plenty of room in the crypto space. PJ says, EOS is not crypto. Necromancer says, hi Glenn, I bought some ADA and some BCN. What do you think about Bitcoin? So I was watching Richard Hart, and he was talking about Bitcoin, and he said actually Bitcoin's a really, because he was talking about, yeah, they're all scams, also everything's scam, blah blah blah. And then he said, yeah, actually Bitcoin's pretty cool actually. He said, I like what they're doing. I like how they're trying to rejuvenate the project. So I started reading up on it, and you know when you start reading into it, you think, oh, actually that seems pretty good. I actually thought apparently Bitcoin was a scam. It was a pump and dump, and then people left it, but someone else came along and restarted it. And I've mentioned in this video about Bitcoin before because it shot up massively in price. It was the biggest gainers for like a few days in a row. So I've had a look at it now. I think it's worked its way up to 27th Bitcoin. And you can see here that it's a very cheap coin anyway. It's less than 1/4 cent. This was, when I was looking at it, I think that was a 7. Where's the charts? And let's base it. See, this is when it was a pump and dump. Apparently they've rejuvenated the project now, and that's why it's had this sort of revival, if you like. Don't take my word for it. I've only done a bit of research. Oh no, it couldn't have been a 7 actually. So unless I looked at it, when was this? 1 month? Oh yeah, 1 month ago. So yeah, at one point it was up to the 0.0069, something like that, 72. But now currently it's down to, you know, hardly anything. So I was actually thinking, oh, this is a type of coin. This is a high market cap. It's in the, you know, top 27. Obviously there's a lot of them. So they're always inherently only going to have a certain worth. But I was thinking about maybe just getting like $100 worth or something like that of Bitcoin and just holding on to it as a, just I hope, because coins like that have the highest potential to obviously go up 10 or 20%. But then obviously on the flip side of that, they also go down that much. So don't take that as financial advice. But I thought, you know, oh, you never know, $100, if it goes up 10 times, so all we'd have to do to go up 10 times is hit 2 cents. And that would be a 10 times gain. So I thought, well, you know, then that'd be $1,000 that I'd have from $100 bet. So it's literally a gamble. I don't know too much about the project yet, but obviously as part of my top 100 cryptocurrency videos, I will be doing a video on Bitcoin. Probably not too far, because I think I'm at sort of, what was the last one I did? Cardano. Where is Cardano in the top? I think it's 8th. So next one I've got to do is IOTA. So I'm only about 16 away from hitting that. Doing a video about them. So Negate says, hey, I'm here for the gains and the tech. EOS is a good bet. EOS is a bit of a tricky one at the minute. So a lot of people obviously commenting in the Telegram group chat and obviously on my videos, like in the comments section, talking about EOS. It seems that there's either a love it or hate it. It's a bit like in the UK we call it Marmite. You either love Marmite or you hate it. I hate Marmite. It's yuck. EOS, obviously, they went up to, was it $15 at one point? I think more like 12, round about that sort of region. Then it dropped down to 10 when all the other coins started dropping. But it has had, I would say, bigger losses over the last few days than some of the other coins out there. Bitcoin, oddly enough, being one of the better ones for sort of being a bit more steady in the world of cryptocurrency. Some of these are losing 10-20% a day, whereas Bitcoin only seems to be losing a couple percent. EOS, though, I've noticed it's been dropping 5%, 10% every day. And that's because we're seeing a lot of criticism over the block producer process. So this whole voting system, the fact that there's these 21 or 27 people that are inherently or seeming to be in charge of the network, and they can just block people as and when they want, which obviously upsets a lot of people about using the coin. So the launch of EOS has hit a lot of criticism, and people don't know if they like it. Obviously, you could say, well, if you're going to trust 27 people in cryptocurrency to look after your crypto, surely you're better off probably just trusting the banks, or at least the major exchanges. So yeah, it's taken a knock. Same with Tron, actually. Tron, I believe their mainnet launch happened in the last few days, and they dropped a place. They were top 10, now they're 11th. Tether beat it because Tether printed apparently 250 million more Tether, which would suggest that they've got another $250 million cash stored somewhere in a bank. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what to say about EOS, because I feel like they haven't had a chance yet. I know they went live like the other day, and all these block producers, they're trying to work out the kinks. I think we have to give it at least 6 months. So sort of where we at now, sort of November time. If good things are not happening with EOS, then I think it's going to be a burn. you know, it's yeah, that's all I can say on it. I think it's hard. I'm not. Get your words out, Glenn. It's hard for me to judge EOS now. I have no holding of EOS. I have no gain or loss from slagging it off or upping it. I'm not trying to shill it or anything like that. But they have only just gone live a week ago. So I feel like you've got to cut them a little bit of slack because, yeah, they have got kinks. But then I'm sure when Bitcoin first went live, there was some sort of kink or some sort of hack, or it was so unknown at the time, probably didn't have any issues, and if there were, no one probably knew about it because they worked it out themselves. Whereas all the other blockchains, once they've gone live, they're heavily criticized, heavily looked at, and scrutinized from every angle because so many people in the space have been ripped off, me included. We're all sort of like, okay, where's your floor? You know, where am I going to lose money with you? You know, so everyone's really critical. But I feel like you have to give it a bit of time to see how they progress. That's my view on it. PJ says it's a shitty centralized system that has no use case. Doglip says crypto and weed. Smiley face with a load of farts. Oh, I assume that's smoke actually you're puffing out. Touche. Negated 909 says time will tell. PJ says no, it won't. Negated. I wish I could see the future. Must make investing so easy. Doglips. Any thoughts on Funfair and BNB? No, I haven't actually. I've heard really good things about Funfair, and I keep seeing the name pop up. But I've not looked into it. I've not done any research on it yet. How far away is that down the list? Funfair. I thought it was quite a high up coin, actually. Why did I think that? I thought it was in the top 100. Have a look. Burn. Yes. Oh, 74. So right down the bottom end. I will be looking into them. I can't honestly comment at the moment because I'm not too clued up on it. Sorry. PJ says, no, it's not the future. If someone hands out you a pile of shit, are you going to eat it? Get your fork and knife. I just do my own research and make my own choices and don't feel the need to knock on other people's choices. Yeah, that's the thing, actually. This is something that Doug Polk actually sort of touched on ages ago. He said when it comes to crypto, people get very tribal, like, no, my tribe's the best tribe, your tribe is shit, we're going to go to war with you. The best thing you can do, and that's obviously what I'm trying to do with this channel, and that's why I always try to be impartial. I say, look, this is what it's good for, this is what it's bad for. In the middle is you. You have to decide whether you're willing to accept the bads with the goods and what you want to do with that information. So I'm not going to sit here and say, it's the worst thing ever, don't touch it, don't touch it, don't touch it. You know, even even scam coins, when people know it's a scam, like BitConnect, even when people know, they're still buying the coin. Who are they? Can't still be going on. Let's have a look, actually. BitConnect. Oh shit, what was it? BCC? Hey, there it is. Oh, it's dropped down to 586. It's worth 45 cents. Someone's buying them for that price. Did you buy it already? Does all of it at 2 cents? I didn't know Cardano had a wallet until I watched your video. I was actually, when you commented that, BBL, I was actually really happy. I was thinking, I've actually taught someone something. It made me feel really, thought someone does watch my videos and I am providing a service. Yes, get in. B says, my strategy, whatever bit Glenn buys, I... Why? Yes, that's true. You've got a good investment strategy there, B. I can tell you that. I've just transferred everything to Bitcoin, so sell all your Bitcoin. Baby London says, if you guys want good low cap projects, Knowles and Polly's Worm, thank me later. Polly's Swarm, is that meant to be? Or do you mean polymath? Oh no, Polly Swarm. Rank 556. Let's have a little look. The first decentralized threat intelligent marketplace. Crowdsourcing truth by market design and Ethereum smart contracts. A traditional antivirus, Polyswarm. I'm not too sure about that, Baby London. Not too sure. He says, hey Glenn, Russell says, some people will eat shit if it's served on a plate. Assume that's meant to be plate. Being that the plate is civilized. The use of. Dave says, I wish I could go back to 2011, lay on my whole 4K student loan down on Bitcoin. Love you though. Thanks for the Lambo, by the way. Well, as long as you come pick me up, B, and we go for a ride, geez, fucking hell. If I helped with your investment strategy, geez. It upsets me that that I'm like that. But this is obviously, you know, I'm trying to be as honest as I can be. You can get a lot of personalities on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook that will only point out that I told you Bitcoin was going to 12K. I've done this. I've done that. You should have listened to me then. It takes someone who's quite confident in themselves to say, actually, yeah, I really fucked up there, didn't I? Yeah, I got the wrong thing. Yeah, I did this wrong. I've done that wrong. Right, what can I learn from this? Right, let's do da. Obviously, I've learned a lot about cloud mining and ICO mining and just mining in general over the last few months. So my progression on this journey has changed a lot. I've learned a lot, and obviously I can better inform new people. Now, let's just say that Bitcoin does go back up to 20K at some point. We're going to have a lot more new people join the space, and they're going to be searching on YouTube, and they might come across one of my videos saying, look, this is what happened to me over the course of 7-8 months. Don't make the same mistakes I did. You know, stay clear of this, don't do that. If you are going to do this, make sure that you cover yourself in the future, because this can happen. So I feel like I'm better informed to advise people going forward, but obviously that's come to a cost out of my own pocket, which is so but I'm glad that you guys you're betting against me, so that's great, fantastic. Something I did want to share with you guys, actually, because I love a bit of comedy. If any of you know anything about me, I love to have a laugh. I like finding things that make me laugh, and this made me laugh a lot. Oh shit, I'm not going to be able to find it. So Peter from Decentralized TV, love his videos. If he ever gets wind of this, I love his videos.
Ooh.
And I'm not dissing any. His live videos and stuff are way better than mine. But he done second a video. It was so funny. I had to show my wife, and she laughed, and we were both laughing. I thought it was really funny. But I can't remember what video it was that I was watching. It was one of his older ones, I think. Was it this one? He does say it in the intro.
Well,
made me laugh
congratulations.
so much.
UFC 2017 to fix that I don't like being in a community. It's all free.
Is it this one?
That's why I built the Bitcoin.pub, because all that's free. What's up, Crypto Nation? It's Peter with Decentralized TV.
Oh no, he does sing, and it made me laugh so much. I need to find it now. I need to find it. Oh, fuck. If I go to my history, I'm trying to catch up with my crypto friends, magical crypto friends videos. You can see here, these are all my kids' videos. And you're all saying, yeah, all right, Glenn, you love the fucking Teletubs and the Gummy Bear song. Most irritating song of all time. This
looks like a Gummy Bear album.
My son loves this
on
song.
Yummy, tummy, funny, lucky Gummy Bear.
Can't believe I included it in one of my videos, actually. It's made me feel sick. He always says, Dad, can I borrow your phone? Yeah, I think this is it. This fucking made me laugh,
Did
guys.
you know
Are you
that
ready
there
for
are
this?
$36
I don't think you're
billion
ready.
out there ready to be shared?
Listen to this and tell me
Brands
it
spend
doesn't
that
make
much
you
just to
smile.
connect with you.
And frankly, that's just the way the world is going to move. So the question really is,
Right, yeah, this is
the Internet of Things moving into the...
Right, now, like I say, I love Peter, I love his videos. If you ever get wind of this, Peter, thank you for providing such good content. This made me laugh. It made him laugh because he realises that it sounded silly after he'd done it, but he managed to keep going with a straight face. But listen to this and watch his reaction straight after.
Moving into the future, you guys let me know. Crypto. What the hell am I doing today, guys? What's up, Crypto Nation? It's Peter with Decentralized TV, your best
Someone needs to make a meme
Internet
of
of Things
that.
moving
That
into
is
the
brilliant.
moving into the future. You guys let me know. Crypto. What the hell?
Brilliant, just brilliant. I hope that made you laugh because that cracked me up. Dean. Right, so I said in one of my videos a few weeks ago that, or it was about a week and a half ago, whoever sends me the funniest meme or whatever, I'll send them $25 worth of Litecoin, was it? And Dean actually posted on one of my YouTube videos. He tagged a comment on it. I thought it was quite funny. So well done, Dean. But I've gone there today because I thought, oh, I'll pay him live on the video and then everyone all knows that I stuck to my end of the bargain. So I've got my wallet already. I thought, right, I'll send him the money. I've gone over to, it might come up now, but YouTube doesn't seem to be working today. So I've gone to my channel and then I'll go to, it's not working. Normally it comes up here, oh, and on Create a Studio. Community, it might work now. Literally, yeah, look, it's just doing this. It's saying no comments to display, but when you click on some of these, oh, it said on there 36 comments to view. So it's just not working. And as I'm going through the YouTube website, it's crashing every now and then. You can see here, actually, I've lost 14 subscribers in the last 28 days, and my estimated revenue, if I keep going the way I'm going, is $8 a month. Whoop, whoop. But yeah, I was looking for your comment for the your Bitcoin address. So you might have to send it to me again. If you've got me on the Telegram, send it to me privately through there, and I'll pay it later on today, tonight, because it wouldn't. I couldn't find your wallet, and then I couldn't remember what video I said it on, and I thought, fucking hell, I ain't watching my videos. They're like an hour long. Dean says, a Apple, yes, little ones put it on. Hee BitConnect, I did it for free. I'll stick to my end of the bargain. Don't you worry about that. Honestly, you are great. My portfolio is low. You win some, you learn some. That is true. That's a good saying. Dave says, I should have listened to Max Kaiser. He was giving away 10 Bitcoin away for free to anyone who asked. What? No way. Who is this Max Kaiser? I bet he, bet he regrets that now. Oh, was this like years ago when Bitcoin was hardly worth anything, I assume? Yeah, I was watching a I sent it in the Telegram group chat actually, a video of Tony Vay's like sort of technical analysis of the market about Bitcoin going down to 3K. He didn't actually say that, but obviously there was a bet going on that Doug Polk said that Bitcoin wouldn't go back down to the levels we've seen in the 5K region, I believe, this or by the end of next year. I think it was something as wide as that. And Doug Polk said, no, I bet you 10 grand that it doesn't. It's just going to keep going up, which obviously is the mentality we've all had for quite a while. He was wrong. So Bitcoin went down to 5,900 the other day. So everyone sent Doug Polk loads of messages and said, you've got to pay Tony Vay's now 10K. He said double or nothing about Bitcoin going to 3K. Now, Tony Vay in his video, rather than just saying, yeah, all right then, he was like, actually, I'm not that confident that Bitcoin will go down to 3K. He's like, I am really confident that it's going to go down to 5K and maybe 4.5. He said, so if the bet was that, then I'll take it. And then he went into more technical analysis, talking about, obviously, the price, saying that it was quite interesting, actually. He was saying that if you actually look at Bitcoin, and I was going to do should I do a separate video for this? I should probably end this video here, start a new live stream, and talk about price of Bitcoin. And then I'd have 2 half-hour long videos. But fuck it. Let's just keep going. You guys are here now. So, yeah, he was talking about, if you actually look at Bitcoin... Oh, what's happening here? He said, if you actually look at since, obviously, December... let's do it there. You can see the graph there is generally on a downward trend. So if you were looking at that, you would say actually that does look like it's heading, if you look at the slope, towards obviously the 4K mark. Now, as well as that, because obviously that's a technical analysis, you could say, Glenn, I don't believe in any of that. It's rubbish, blah, blah, blah. That video that I was talking about with Richard Hart and Ivan on Tech, he was saying back in February, so we're talking like 4 months ago, he was saying, look, we're in a 2-year bear cycle. And, he said that the price is probably, it'll go down like sort of 50%, then it might rise a bit. So it might go from, I'm just using these as examples, the price might go down to 10K, hover there for a week, and then it might go up to 12K, and everyone could say, yeah, Bitcoin's going back up, but then eventually it's going to go down to 8K, and then it may rise up again to 10K, and then it'll drop back down to 6K. That's the trend that we're in. Now, he was suggesting that we're in a 2-year bear cycle. Obviously, Tony Vay's is saying it does look like we're in he didn't actually put a time on it, but he said, I think we're in a bear cycle for now, and I can't see it sort of jumping up anytime soon, having a recovery. So this got me thinking that I should be putting all my altcoins into Bitcoin and then actually cashing out my Bitcoin for US dollars or British pounds and try and buy in, when it does have big drops, and then wait for it to rise a bit, then sell, and then obviously drop off. But that's what everyone's trying to do, isn't it? So that's why we see a lot of money in cryptocurrency go in and out so quickly. So that's what I was thinking. And I was actually going to cash out at 6,200 the other day, because in his video, Tony Vay's, he was saying that we may see a slight pump like between now and the 1st to 2nd week in July, so you're only talking over the next 3 weeks. he was saying we might see a little pump. I don't know. I can't predict that. He said, but what I am pretty certain of is that Bitcoin is going down to 5 to 5.5K within the first week or 2 weeks of July. Now, I was thinking, well, if he's that confident, and he's been pretty right with cryptocurrency for quite a while now, he's called quite a few shots right. He's been asked to go on lots of shows. He seems to do lots of interviews with people on YouTube. He has classes. So I'm not saying he's 100% guaranteed right all the time, but he's obviously someone that has a lot more analysis in front of him and data that he's sharing with people than I've got, because I'm just guessing. So I have to take what he says seriously. And if that is the case, I was thinking maybe I should be cashing out at 6.2 now for pounds or euros or whatever, and then buying back in at, if it drops to 5K, something like that. And therefore I've accumulated more Bitcoin, more Satoshis than I have today. On the flip side of that, as B's rightly pointed out, I'll probably cash it out for euros, British pounds, and Bitcoin will probably go up to 12K. I'll miss the rise because I'm out with the kids for the day or at work or doing something, and I'll think, fuck, now I can only buy half the amount of Satoshis I had, so I've lost out. This is the thing. So then you start to think, oh, actually, should I just leave it there just in case? Either way, and then, but if it does go down, I'm going to think, oh shit, I should have cashed it out because I could have accumulated more Bitcoin. But I just don't know anymore. I'm sort of like, I don't know. If we're in a 2-year bear cycle, and I'm not saying it is definitely 2 years, might be a year, might be a year and a half, might be 3 years. But now this is apparently, from what I was reading earlier, this is the longest correction Bitcoin's had now. When you see all these different graphs with like Bitcoin recovered this much percent in 30 days or 28 days, we've been obviously a lot longer than that. So, yeah, it makes me think that we might be in this for the long haul, guys. What are your thoughts about that? I'd love to hear what you all have to say, because again, obviously, I'm just guessing. Are we in for a long haul dip, if you like? And then that sort of annoyed me, actually, because I started to think, I know they say, oh, this isn't financial advice, and obviously I've been guilty of it, but all these people saying, oh yeah, buy the dip, it's going to keep going up. It's not. If you'd bought in that dip there, you know what I mean, you paid 14,000 for it, and then if you bought at that dip there, you bought it for 13,000. You bought at that dip there, you bought it for 15,000. You bought at that dip there, you bought it for 10, 11,000. If you bought that dip there, do you see what I mean? If you'd kept buying all these dips, you would still be losing money overall. Really, you want to take it out for a while and then buy it back in, because even if the price kept going up and up and up and up and up and up, obviously at some point you've got to say, well, actually that'll probably come back down. So I was watching this really cool video, actually. If I go back to my video watching history, and I watched this guy when I first, this guy here, beat the bush?
I was going to shut down my family bookstore, but the Indian rhinoceros.
Now, just to give you a little bit of background, this guy, he actually had a large investment into, or a large portfolio. He wouldn't say how much, but he said percentage-wise, and he said, I own 30% of my worth, I think, in Bitcoin or something like that. This was about November time. And I remember watching a video, and he said, guys, I'm going to sell my Bitcoin. And I think he sold it at like 18K. His average price was 16.5 that he sold it for, because he staggered it. And obviously Bitcoin really went up to about $19,500. So he was pretty close. But he said, I believed it was a bubble and it would drop down. He said, because I've seen this happen so many times, or I've seen it happen before and studied it. And he was saying that, he said bubbles normally happen when you see a hockey stick. So he said, when you're looking at something that rises so suddenly, you see this line here. If you imagine this is the stick and then this is the you know, the actual club bit of the hockey stick, he was saying that that bit there, where it curves to become the club bit, I suppose, he said that is probably where it should go back down to the other end. So obviously he's saying that in that video, and he obviously, again, he was someone who got it right. He said, I don't own any Bitcoin. I have 0 Bitcoin now. I've sold it all. I've done really well on it, and I plan to buy back in. But he said he'll wait another 6 months from now. Now that video was posted only, well, literally a week ago. So he's waiting another 6 months or so. He said that he reckons he's going to wait for Bitcoin to go down to, I think he said 4K. Now, he said, you know, when I sold at 18K, I had loads of comments on YouTube and loads of people saying, you know, oh, you're an idiot, it's going to 50K, it's going to 75K. And he said, like, I kept looking at it thinking, shit, what if these are right? But he said then obviously it flatlined and then it dropped down. And obviously now he's like, well, you know, I actually called it pretty well. And he did say this, look, I don't know. He said it could go up to 50K tomorrow. I've got no technical analysis. He said that to him, it just looked like a bubble. And obviously he tried to ride that wave. And obviously he's cashed out. So he's done well. And he said, you know, and I reckon I'll wait. He said, I said in my video, I'll buy back in at Bitcoin about $4,500. And he said loads of people were laughing at him, saying, oh, it never go back to that low again. It won't happen. And where are we today? Bearing in mind, you can go and watch that video. He done that video, so I say November time, so you can go and watch, you know, his decision, mate. I remember it was a really serious video. He was really like, oh yeah, I'm cashing out a Bitcoin. I know I'm going to get a lot of stick for it, but I just feel like it's a bubble. And obviously he got loads of hate for it, I suppose. But he's the one who's, like, out of everyone, I mean, even Richard Hart obviously gives it the big and, you know, oh, I can predict the price of Bitcoin going up or down. But he openly says, you know, I keep hold of it all. So he said, I've lost a lot of money. You know, and that's the way you've got to see it, is if you're in it for the tech or the money, it doesn't matter, does it? Because the tech's still there. The tech isn't improving because you bought it. If you can make money in the meantime, that's perfect, isn't it? So let's have a little look. It would have been a video from... Oh, didn't realise he posted so many videos. He does a lot of other random videos. Seeing if I can find one from about 6-7 months ago. Actually, it'll probably be one of his most watched videos. So let's go to sort by most popular. Oh yeah, look, there it is. 6 months ago, I've sold all my Bitcoin.
All right, let me ask you a really important question.
Him.
Imagine you just had 3 months to get a shred.
What are you guys saying? So you guys are saying, yep, 2 years.
What would you do?
Dean says, this has got to be close to the bottom. Don't be greedy or they will get you. Get more BTC, not US dollar. Russell says, dash 400. Oh, 5,400. Dean says, 5 years T, good tech, good investment. Good term, not T. Frederick says, yo, finally joined us. Nice to see you, Frederick. Learn a bit about cycles and markets.
The news articles,
I'm thinking 3,500 at least.
News, and you can look up news articles within the... Really did not want to play a game of chicken here, because if you hold on to 100% of your assets and then you go, okay, when am I gonna sell? Or should you even sell? Or should you like hold on for your dear life as it goes up, you know, like a roller coaster, and then come down like a roller coaster? So
that's it. He said that 6-7 months ago. So if anyone you want to listen to, it's this guy. Because he's called it perfect. And that was at a time, you know, when Bitcoin was just going up and up and up and up. And, you know, for him to look at it and say, well, actually, this is a bubble, it's going to drop, and I think after that, it'll probably drop back down to 4.5K or something like that. He probably says it in this video.
The more rapid it is, you know, if I sell it now, it could be mine. Whereas if I hold it, well, yeah, I could, you know, make more money, but I'm really happy with what I have in terms of gains right now. I'm very, very happy. Like
what he just said there is probably one of the most important pieces of advice that I can ever give you guys, whether you think I'm bad at investments or not. Going from gambling, I used to go to the casino and I used to see people, normally sort of Chinese people, or just gambling addicts in general, I suppose. But when I used to go on a Monday, there was a lot of Chinese people there. All the Chinese takeaways in the UK normally shut on Mondays. They used to win money. Say they would get the best hand that you could get on free card poker, a royal flush. You used to get 37 times your money, and they would put down like £10. So they would win 370 quid, but they'd be angry. They'd go, oh, fuck. And I'd be like, hey, mate, you've just got a royal flush. They'd say, oh, yes, but I should have put more money on it. Now, when you're like that, there's no winning. You literally will not win in life because you're depressed when you lose and you're depressed when you're winning. There's no win. No win at all. So you have to have a figure in your mind that, you know, if you was to invest in Bitcoin and say it was at $6,000 right now, and Bitcoin shot up to 30K, to me, I'd look at that and go, well, my $1,000 has turned into $3,000 or $4,000. I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to cash out now, even though all these YouTube videos are saying we're going to 75K. Probably the best thing you can do is cash out your original investment, which would be £1,000 at that point. Probably keep the other 1,000 and then play with the rest, because at least if it does crash, you can say, well, from that whole experience, I earned £1,000. You know, that's the best advice that I can probably give you guys. And that's the same with gambling as well. If you go out on a night out, you plan to spend £100 in a casino, you know, and you're up £300, keep £100 or give it to a friend and say, don't let me have this no matter what. You know, and then keep another £100 aside and then play with the other £100. Start how you started the night. Don't go crazy. I don't know. That's my my thoughts on it. BBL says, don't be too greedy. I just wanna hit one Zcash block. PJ says, are you mining on your own now? Why, what'd you get if you mine a Zcash block? Is it a bit like Bitcoin where you get a high reward amount? Dean says, get it for free. Yes, mate. BBL says, no, still fly pool, but I haven't hit a block yet. Ooh, tough times. BBL's actually bought quite a few ASIC miners, so he's quite well adversed in the mining world for ASICs. And actually, BBL, you have sort of inspired me, really. I was thinking, I do really want to get one of those Z9s. It's just, I was looking at it and I think I shared it in the group. Was it $900 or $1,000 for me? I was thinking, I would have to invest all of what I've got in Bitcoin right now, because obviously my portfolio has gone from 2,500 to what's it worth now? 600. There you go, 600. Pretty much. Obviously, I have a little bit more than that, probably another $100, so about $700. So I could use that and buy a Z9 and then hope that obviously the mining difficulty doesn't rapidly shoot up, and then obviously the thing doesn't explode on me. And I don't know, I was thinking I really want one, but I don't then want to also sell my Bitcoin for it. So I don't know. I was looking at it and I watched a video from Coin, and he was saying that he mined within 12 hours, he mined a Zen Cash, not Zcash, Zen. He said he mined one of them in 12 hours. So I thought, oh, so then a whole 24 hours, potentially that could mine $32 worth of coin. $32. Obviously, if it's $1,000, I could probably make my money back within 34, 35 days. Obviously, then I have to take out electricity costs. But I was thinking that's a really good return on investment. So then if anything does go to shit later, then at least I'm like, oh, well, you know, I've only not had my money for 1 month. But then obviously I'm basing it off what you've told me. And you said that you mined, I can't remember, yours worked out a lot worse. I was thinking, oh, maybe it'll take me 2 months to mine that amount of money worth back. So I might be asking you a lot of questions, BBL, over the next few days to see what you mine with it. But if you could give me your honest feedback, try not to big it up or anything, because you may help me make a decision in what if I buy one or not. I told you I would donate a $100 Bitmain coupon to Team BitGlen. August is the next batch ship date, I think. Dean says, buy Bitcoin at the more profit in it. And that's the trouble. Do I just keep hold of the Bitcoin? Because if Bitcoin does go up in price, I'll be like, fuck, I just put all that in this little mine. I don't know, it's such a minefield, isn't it? Ah! So hard. Obviously, we know that B is going to do the opposite of what I do. So if I buy a Z miner, he's going to buy Bitcoin. If I keep Bitcoin, he'll buy a Z miner, a Z9 Mini. Open a window, Dean. PJ says August 24th to September 4th. Ah, yes, and this was another issue. So I looked at the Bitmain website, and yeah, they are quoting August the 24th. So that's a month and a half, 2 months away. Plus, obviously, I need to mine for a month. So I need to hope that those Z9 Minis are still profitable in 3 months' time, which is a complete gamble, really, let's face it. It only takes for an update to come out or a soft fork to make the algorithm ASIC resistant, and then they're worth nothing. That is probably what would happen, knowing my luck in cryptocurrency. A Straight from Time says, oh, it's live now. I've just realised. Thanks, mate. I actually, I think Dean was in there as well. I was trying to record the, I don't know if you've seen my video, how much does it cost to mine one whole Bitcoin? Obviously, I was just trying to, I know some of you obviously commented, saying, oh, Glenn, there's a better way you can do it, more energy efficient. I was just trying to do a video that if you was just an average Joe, and that's what I kept saying in it, you know, typical average Joe, normal person, you don't want to get too heavy into mining, you don't want to invest too much money and time trying to maintain this, you know, mining Bitcoin. So obviously for me, the route that most people would go down is looking at the Antminer S9, but then obviously they're going to say, oh, I can mine a Bitcoin with one of these machines, it's only $800, but Bitcoin's worth $6,000. Yeah, I'll do it. But obviously, depending on your electricity price, I believe, if you don't mind me sharing, BBL told me earlier that he was paying, was it 13 cent, I think, which in my country, in British pounds, equates to about 9 pence. I'm paying about 11 pence, which is about probably 13, 14 cents. So I'm probably paying the same as you, BBL. So yeah, that's why I'm quite interested to see what your figures come in at after sort of a week of mining with it. So maybe if you can share some screenshots and stuff like that with me in the Telegram. You can do it privately, you haven't got to share it with everyone if you don't want to. But yeah, I'd be very keen to keep track of your progress, to see how you get on. I was watching the Voscoin video about it, and yeah, he was bigging up, saying that you can overclock it to 16,000 souls, where apparently their main website only quotes 10,000 souls.
You can replace.
And he said he had 2 of them, and
24 1080 Ti's.
I don't know if you heard that. Did he say 24 1080 Ti's?
10K souls. That's right. So about 24 1080 Ti's.
24 GPUs for that. 16,000 souls he's getting. And then the other one was getting about 15.5. But that was overclocked, so obviously you could burn it out quicker, I suppose. But who gives a fuck if you're earning if you're earning, so you're returning investment within 1 month. Straight for Ty says I'm working. Yes, I was recording the video, and I don't know if you guys noticed, but I use this software called OBS. And literally has 2 buttons here. One says stream or start streaming, stop streaming, and one says start or stop recording. If I click start recording, it just records what my screen is doing, and it just saves it onto my hard drive. That's it. Doesn't share it anywhere. If I click start streaming, it automatically is linked up to my YouTube account, and it will just literally start loading a video onto YouTube. So I accidentally gone down and pushed obviously stream instead of recording, and I'm going, yeah, blah blah blah, this is how much it is to mine a Bitcoin. Oh no, I said that. I'll do it again, because obviously when I'm talking to you guys live, obviously I cock up all the time and I just have to get on with it. When you're recording a video that I just delete that bit out. You know, if I fart, sneeze, cough, if I say for ages, or I have to think about what I'm trying to say, I can delete that section out, and you only see the bits that I want you to see. And I was talking, some load of you started commenting saying, "Oh, Glenn, you're you're talking weird." But obviously, I thought I was just talking to myself, but it weren't. Apparently, you all got a sneak peek of my video, so we'll call it a preview. That's what I meant to do. We've got a load of smiley faces, which is good to see. I'm working. The edit was better. Thanks, Dean. Jeez, you guys are brutal tonight. Here's sound. Dave says 24. 24. I don't know what you mean by that. Strafe Time says, yeah, don't think the thumbnail had live on it. I thought it was weird. It started in the middle. So yeah, the Z9 looks like it's probably one of the most profitable ASIC miners out there at the moment. Although saying that, sorry, I'm talking for quite a while now, actually. I'm quite aware that I'm dragging on a bit. Oh no, what do I want? Crypto compare. Oh god, you know what? Just search it. Crypto compare. I don't know if you guys have ever gone on here, but you can actually go on here and compare mining equipment, and we're gonna. No, what was the one where mining? No, it wasn't that. I swear. Equipment. So these are in order of their return on investment date. So you can see here some of them are 105, but it's because I've one of them did literally all of them, all the coin, and one of them was like a return on investment 10 days. I thought, what? That's ridiculous. Oh, maybe I'm not going to be able to. Oh well. I did have it up the other day. That's what she said. Woo! Some of these payback time. Never. Never ever. Yeah, so sorry, I got completely sidetracked there. So yeah, what I honestly believe, and even though I've done that video about how long and how much it costs to mine one whole Bitcoin, which I was surprised actually, 4 years. That's a long time. One of the best ways I think at the moment is to find an ASIC miner, a bit like the Z9 Mini, or a very fast GPU, which I know I've been looking at the FGPUs, and mine whatever, you know, shit coins, altcoins like that, Zen Cash or whatever, and then just each day or within 48 hours, whatever time frame it is that allows you to do it, is just convert them into Bitcoin, or even to cash them out really, every day. That is the most profitable way of mining Bitcoin. Mining Bitcoin itself, in my opinion, this is my opinion, I don't know how you guys feel, I think is dead. Unless you've got a massive farm already, and even if you have, I still think that it's going to be hard to maintain that. You're going to have to keep investing, unless obviously there's a big drop off in difficulty. So obviously if I'm saying that, then a lot of other people are thinking it as well. So the more people that drop off mining Bitcoin, obviously difficulty will go down. So these big farms, it will be more profitable. But I think mining Bitcoin itself is dead. I think the best way, the only way that seems to be profitable, is mining other altcoins and then converting them into either Ethereum or Bitcoin each day. That's the only way I can see of doing it at the moment. But I'd love to hear, obviously, your thoughts, what you feel. Me saying that, obviously, that's going to be quite unpopular for people that maybe are watching this. So, sorry, bear with me 1 second. The difficulty will drop once Hashflare cancels their contracts. Yeah, but well, I don't know about that, because yeah, they'll probably cancel our contracts, but their machines are not just going to be turned off, are they? I assume they're going to mine and keep the coin themselves. But what will drop it off is all these people that went out and bought Antminer S9s, almost myself included, are all going to realise that their S9 can only mine pretty much Bitcoin, and that Bitcoin's very, very unprofitable. They're spending more on electricity, especially if we're in a 2-year bear market. Bearing in mind, we've only been in this bear market now for about 5 to 6 months. Like a continuous downward trend. Can you imagine if that keeps going down to 3K, 4K? You know, you're going to be spending almost double on electricity than what you're actually mining in Bitcoin. So it's going to be very unprofitable. So all these Antminer S9s are all of a sudden going to become dirt cheap, second hand. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to want out of it. They're all going to switch their machines off. And then we're going to see the difficulty go down. It may be better to mine Bitcoin that month 10% or whatever, but I feel the only people that are going to benefit from that are these mining farms. That's my opinion. That's what I think is going to happen. And I think even if people did start to think, oh yeah, actually, Bitcoin's looking like it's more profitable to mine now because the difficulty's really dropped and blah, blah, blah. But as soon as, you know, everyone starts thinking that, because, you know, when everyone's looking and analysing everything so much that when one person thinks it, really probably 500,000 people are thinking it, and then we'll see the difficulty shoot back up again. PJ LOL, yup. David said, free Bitco in offer, 4.3 interest rate with BTC held with them. Not sure what that means. BBL says, they will be on eBay. PJ says, mining's not dead, just the EOS price. No, you're confusing what I'm saying there, PJ. So I still feel that mining is profitable, but not mining Bitcoin. I think for the average Joe, mining Bitcoin is dead. Bitcoin. Dean says, gamble your coins on exchanges and get more than mining, but I will keep up FGPA mining for fun. Fair enough. I don't know. I might have to go on a little rampage and sort of analyze which of these ASIC miners out of all of them are the most profitable. Buy one of those, and then just mine the shit out of some altcoins, and then try and convert them every single day into Bitcoin. David said freebitco.in is a website that offers 4 to 3% interest rate. Russell says, good point, PJ. Yeah, EOS price is taking a tank at the minute. But so is everything else. Everything's dropping. There isn't a cryptocurrency that's safe. Actually, let's have a look and see. This is going to be my last topic, and then I'm going to just gone 12 actually. I've got to be up early tomorrow actually. Let's see if any of them are up. Monaco, it's up 9%. I don't even know what that is. Something.info. Bitcoin Diamond. Cortex. There's only a few. Wanky Chain. I'm sure that's pronounced differently, but every time I see it, it's Wanky Chain. I was saying this month ago in the telly about mining, the shit part is the mining coins are the most secure. I'm not sure. If you want safe crypto, look into USDT. I just don't see the point in holding USDT. I really don't. Like, why? I was going to just send what I've got in this balance to GDAX, which is now Coinbase Pro, which I probably should do a video on that, actually. I was trying it out today, Coinbase Pro. You could try the beta version of it, which is pretty much the same as GDAX. But you can convert it, obviously, straight into British pounds, US dollars, or euros. You can't get more secure than that. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that, really. About mining being profitable. Being profitable. Yeah, sorry guys. Before I wrap this up, what I've just said, I just want to clarify for people watching and maybe people that are watching this video after. I still have faith that mining is profitable, but mining Bitcoin, BTC, mining BTC at the moment is unprofitable in terms of no matter what way you word it. Some people might say, yeah, but Glenn, I'm going to mine it now, and when the price goes up to 30k, but yeah, okay, that's fair enough, but you're better off just, if you're going to spend $1,000 on an ASIC machine, you're better off buying $1,000 worth of Bitcoin today and then just leaving it. That's Bitcoin. But mining any other coin, people are talking about the Ethereum contract on Hashflare still being profitable, still paying out. Obviously, mining with shitcoins using ASIC miners. Obviously, GPUs have dropped in price. I still think mining is profitable. It's just Bitcoin. That's the only coin that I think it's too late. If you joined it October time, you've probably had a really good ride for a few months, and now you're starting to wonder whether to keep your machine running. But for someone new, like if I was to buy an ASIC miner now, it would probably get delivered in 2 or 3 weeks' time if I'm lucky. Who knows what the difficulty will be by then. The electricity cost that I pay here is too high to make it profitable. I think I did in my calculation on that video what it would have to be to break even with the current price of Bitcoin, and it was you have to be paying 11 cent in US dollars for it to be like break even. You can mine one whole Bitcoin instead of paying 6,000 up front. But obviously in those 4 years, you need to hope that Bitcoin doesn't go up in price difficulty, sorry. You have to hope Bitcoin doesn't go up in difficulty in 4 years. Bearing in mind it has a change every 2 weeks. The chances are it's going to go up in difficulty over the next 4 years. So, and plus we've got a halvening happening during that time. So yeah, those calculations are probably way out. I just think that buying Bitcoin is the better option. But if you want to mine other altcoins, by all means, let me know, message me, contact me, send me images, graphs, videos, anything that you think's the most profitable way of doing it. Obviously, I'm still interested in doing it and obviously trying to video it for you guys. So, you know, I haven't lost faith in mining completely, but in Bitcoin I have. So I hope I've made that as clear as possible. Sorry, Glenn, the subject changes when I comment. Don't do ICO. See if it works. There's 1% in the world. More people want in. It will come. Dean says 100x. Agreed, Dean. There hasn't been the BTC rush yet. I can't send links here for some reason. That's why I had to spell it. Right, I see what you mean. It's easy. Mining Dutch pool. Shit coins turned into whatever you want. That's the way to do it. BBL's he's got it spot on. Buy coin at the moment, but still mining. And David says Phoebit Co full stop in. I'm going to leave it there, guys. It's getting way too late for me. I'm going to go to bed. I need a drink as well. My throat is dry as hell. Thank you for watching this video. Please give this, before you click off this video, before you shut off, a lot of you have stayed up quite late with me as it is. If you don't mind just going over and clicking that like button for me, it helps share the video and obviously it comes up on all your news feeds. Please like this video, tell your friends to subscribe, share it with anyone on Twitter or Instagram that you feel may enjoy these style of content of videos. And I obviously look forward to seeing you guys. What's today? Today is Tuesday. So if I don't do a video tomorrow, then it'll probably be Thursday. But if you really want to know, like, Glenn, I want to know when you're going live, the best thing you can do is join this Telegram group chat, which is just above my head. And I normally post in there, like, look, I'm going to go live later on tonight. BBL's just sent an image saying 2 machines overclocked, 644 watts. Nice. Are you what? Oh, I can't. I'm not going to carry it on. I'll chat. BBL. I'll chat to you in the Telegram group chat. But in terms of this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video from myself. See you later, guys. Bye.